Good morning everyone, Mrs. O here. Today's project has to do with symmetry. We've worked a lot with symmetry in class, and today is an extension of what we've already learned. Symmetry is when an object looks exactly the same on one side as the other. With symmetry, there's always a line of symmetry, and that's when that line down the middle, where everything on one side is reflected on the other. This is called a mirror image. For today's project, we're going to be making cardboard symmetrical bugs. And for this project, you're going to need Elmer's glue. You might want tape, you don't need it, but it's always nice to have if you have masking tape, or regular Scotch tape is fine as well. Duct tape would work. You're also going to need pieces of cardboard. So if you have any Amazon boxes that you can cut up, that would be great. Or any other thinner, like a shoebox, anything like that would work. And you'll also need a pair of scissors. So make sure you have those supplies in front of you before we get started. It's up to you if you want to draw the parts of your insect first, or if you just want to start cutting and gluing. I think that I will just start cutting and gluing because I'm in an adventurous mood today and I just want to see where my art takes me. I want you to keep in mind when we're doing this project that things don't have to be perfect. So although we're trying to make everything symmetrical, meaning that it's the same on one side as the other, we're only human and our cuts aren't going to be perfect. So as long as we try our best to make things symmetrical, that's the best we can do. That's all that we can do, and that is perfect. I cut out this center almost like a teardrop shape to be the center of my bug. The bugs that we're creating can be completely made up bugs. They do not have to be real and that you would find out in nature, but they can be. You could also take parts of different bugs that you like and merge them together to create your own new bug. Just remember, whatever you cut and put on one side, you're going to put on the other. I think I want wings, so I'm gonna start, that's gonna be my next step, is to add some wings. Now that I've created one wing, since I want the other one to be exactly the same, I'm actually gonna use this as a tracer. And I'm gonna lay it down on my piece of cardboard, and I'm going to trace around it with a marker, and then I'll cut it out. That way I know I have two exact same wings. Great, so now I have both of my wings, and I have the center of my body. So I'm going to be using my Elmer's glue to take the two wings and glue them onto either side of my bug. So I just applied the glue onto the back, and I have my wings drying on there. So you do need to let this sit for a couple minutes at least in between applying your glue. It's also good to push things down where you want them and just kind of hold them there for a minute. That way the glue can really bind itself to the two pieces that you're connecting. While my first set of wings are drying, I decided that I want to add a second, smaller set right underneath those bigger ones. So I'm going to work on cutting those out, tracing the first one and cutting out the second one while my other pieces are drying. All right, so my wings are almost dried. This one is obviously still drying, and that's why it's sagging a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue on my second set of wings right underneath. All right, my bug is coming along. I have the body and two sets of wings. I think now that I see it, I think I'm gonna add like a larger head of the bug up here. All right, so I added the head on. It's kind of a wide head so that I have room for some big bug eyes. And I'm also gonna get those antennae on there. All right, my bug's coming along pretty well. I have the body, the head, the antennae, two sets of wings. My next step is to make the big bug eyes. So I'm pretty excited about how my little bug is turning out. I think the only thing I want to add are maybe some details on the wings so that there's a little more dimension going on with my bug. I also might add like some tiny little circles onto the top of the antennae. All right, so I think I'm all set adding all the tiny details onto my bug. Got lots of little cardboard cutouts that I've done symmetrically to make my bug more interesting. And this is a two-part project. So once you've gotten to this step, you've completed part one of this project, which is the construction. The next part of this project is going to be adding color using paint. So please join into that part of the video to get your bug finished up. Great work today, you guys. I had a blast with you, and I can't wait to see you again soon. Take care.